All right, so one of the reasons that we are in this pollution crisis here in Florida is because the area has grown so much in human population over just the last half a century. And the reason that has increased pollution is two-part. One is because more people means more pollution is produced. That's more septic and sewage waste, and also more fertilizer being applied. And it also means that there's less natural land cover. As we've put human cities and towns onto the land, the amount of forests and wetlands has been reduced. And as we've lost those natural lands, we've lost their beneficial ecosystem functions. What that looks like is quite stark. In 1960, Lee County, Florida was mostly natural lands. This was farmland and woods and wetlands, represented by all of these tree icons. And there were some people represented by the red areas, and people were producing some waste. So by 1980, there had been a lot more development, particularly around Fort Myers and Cape Coral. There's less natural land cover and more pollution. By 2014, the majority of the landscape is now covered in human development, and there's very little wild nature left. The wild nature that's left is not enough to absorb all the pollution from the developed landscapes. That's why these ponds and other pollution-absorbing artificial systems are incredibly important now and must be managed effectively.
You bring up a good point, and I deal with this within my own HOA. To get people to wake up, and you might want to step out because you have poopy on your face. To get these people to wake up on the HOA side and the landscaping companies, what's the best way to address each community? Does someone need to start a website where there's a certification program that a certain community can go through to get that stamp of approval that they're doing their part? What would you suggest that people do within their own community to make a difference, to really kind of get their lakes and ponds cleaning again?
Well, I would say learn as much about the ecology of the issue as you can. What is the intended purpose of these ponds? Why do they need plants to accomplish that purpose? And then when you go to your HOA and participate in the meeting, you'll be able to say, this isn't just my opinion or my aesthetic preference, but there's a real scientific reason for managing the HOA with less chemicals, ideally no chemicals, and a lot more plants.
Perfect. James Douglas, thank you.